Hi there, I'm your host McAuley Tucker, and you're listening to The McAuley Tucker Show, the podcast where I sit down with some of the most accomplished and fascinating individuals in the entertainment and business industry. From celebrities to industry leaders, our guests offer unique perspectives and inspiring stories that will educate and inform you. Join me as I sit down with my next guest to cover their humble beginnings, challenges they faced, as well as their accomplishments in life. You are bound to learn something new, so sit back and enjoy the interview. Hey everybody, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the McAuley Tucker Show. Today we've got a very special guest, Dylan Wallace. For those who don't know, Dylan Wallace is an internet content creator based in London, Ontario. He's known for going viral on TikTok for actually trying to become mayor of his city, as well as convince them to make a Chick-fil-A. He was interviewed on multiple news outlets and went viral on the internet. He also makes music and makes YouTube videos, and he even convinced his city to make a Chick-fil-A. And so today we're just going to be talking to Dylan about his life and learn more about him. So enjoy the interview. How exactly did you get started in content creation? Kind of like the beginning, what got you interested in what you're doing today?
That takes me back to 2016 when I don't even know what really sparked it. I just wanted to do it. Like, that's kind of the short answer, I guess. I just wanted to do it because I saw like FaZe Clan and stuff at the time. And then as soon as like Logan Paul and Jake Paul started popping off, I saw that. But like now recently, I've been looking up to like David Dobrik and like more like kind of like some of the prank channels, like, I guess, for more inspiration. But I basically kind of inspired myself, I feel like, to start making all my content and stuff. Like, there wasn't really a spark or anything that did it.
You mentioned David Dobrik and this stuff. How did these channels exactly inspire you?
I just like the way his videos are formatted, how they're fast, and like when they're done, it makes you like want more, you know? So when people are done my videos, I want them to want more. That's what I want. That's the only thing I want. But like, there's just people that are making like the prank channels, for example, are making like these long videos, and like they're interesting, but I feel like they're just too long. So then with my videos, I kind of contract it and suppress it, you know, and all that.
You mentioned these channels and you like kind of having that fast kind of thing. Does this also mean that you kind of fell in love with editing as well as filming? Or would you say that editing was something that you're like, I don't really want to touch that. I just want to make the content and not.
Yeah, I absolutely could go. I hate editing. I'm not gonna lie. Like I used to like it, but now it's just, I've done it for so long. I hate it. Like it makes me mad doing it. Like I don't want to do it anymore. But finding an editor is a pain. Like, because they're either charging you like 300 bones just for one video, or just like $20 for an intro. I don't know. It's just it's stupid. Like, I'd rather just do it all myself until I guess I have enough money to pay that or something, or just have someone on board to do it for me, you know?
I was very big into YouTubing like many years back. It's just a pain. You enjoy it, but then it just gets repetitive and constant, and you kind of get annoyed and you lose the urge to edit. You mentioned, again, going back to the channels, you mentioned, blogging and vlogging specifically, and pranks. Would you say you kind of want to follow the pattern of kind of doing prank content? I've seen a lot of YouTubers on the platform doing that. So is that something that you're hoping to kind of go into and do more of that than vlogging, or a balance of both?
Yeah, no, I definitely don't want to go into pranking. I'm kind of moving away from it. I'm not going to lie. Because like pranking's so limited, I found. Like, you can't, there's like a boundary you can hit. And then it's just like, well, he's just pranking anymore. Like, you know what I mean? But like when you're vlogging and stuff, like you can just, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I feel like prank is just limited. Like, it's so saturated, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Like there's just only so much you can do until it's like just annoying.
And I kind of get what you're saying there. And with vlogging, it's a different world. And when it comes to vlogging, what kind of things have you enjoyed vlogging the most? I've seen a few of your videos, with your friends, but is it difficult for you? I find it difficult a lot with like holding the camera around. It sometimes feels unnatural. You feel like you're acting, but what's it been like for you, your vlogging experience, if I could ask that question?
I mean, most of my videos are basically just me and my friends hanging out. Like, we just do this normally, but I just record it. Maybe some things are like more amplified, or like something happens off camera that we like somewhat recreate. We don't usually do that though. That's we don't, like, the point is my videos, I try and keep it like as natural as possible. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have none of this fake stuff. Like that's why I'm like trying to change away from David Dobrik kind of, because he like recreates stuff all the time, like in his videos, like, and does it like a second time or something. If it happens in my videos, it's most like the first time it happened, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to recreate it.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like, it's good to just, be you and be yourself in your videos. Kind of transitioning to the meat of our conversation. Yeah, the mayor stuff. Can you explain to me what led you personally to run, for the mayor of London, Ontario, like, at such a young age?
I was originally had the thought of doing this, like running for mayor, and then when I was like halfway doing it, like my stuff was like kind of like doing better. It was like blowing up somewhat, I guess. It didn't really, whatever. Anyways, but I was thinking, damn, I might actually win. And I was thinking, what am I gonna do if I win? Like I don't want to actually become mayor, like but then again, my second thought was I'd go in office for a day, work, move some stuff around, and then just eject myself. You know what I mean? Like, because there's a strong possibility I won. I probably did win. I probably got like 60,000 votes, but they didn't count them because I wasn't like registered or whatever. But the Chick-fil-A thing was just a second, like second thing in my mind that I was doing. But it kind of worked out for both worlds when I lost, because that gave me the chance to link with the actual mayor, and he was doing all the work that I would have done, but I didn't have to do it because I wasn't the mayor. So now we got a Chick-fil-A coming to London, Ontario, in the south part of London, which my biggest campaign promise is finally coming true.
Would you say music is something that you're kind of wanting to kind of go on, or balance both YouTube and music?
Yeah, I like music. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been in the studio in like a long, long time. Studio, I mean like the corner of my bedroom, but I haven't been there in a long time because I've been sick-ish. And I've also been really focused on like YouTube more rather. But I might, if this is coming out in February, yeah, I'm have a concert like in February or something like that. I'm trying to set something up like that, and then I'm gonna have a release drop in, hype it up for the concert, and so I'm gonna make a big comeback, a massive comeback to music or whatever, and it's gonna just blow up and everything and all that. Knock on wood.
Here's one question: how have you stayed grounded and maintained a healthy mindset in the midst of this major publicity you've had?
I just go along with it. I don't know.
Can you just I don't know. Can you discuss some of your creative processes, like how you've come up with a lot of these ideas? Because that's one thing I wanted to hear more about.
If something happens, I just think of an idea I can do with it, or if I see something on TikTok, maybe I'll find a way to like do it like that or do it differently. That's when I thought, well, I'm gonna be honest, like my friend told me to run for mayor. Like I never really thought of it. We were on the bus to go to Toronto, my bad, and he saw a campaign sign and he was like, why don't you run for mayor? And I was like, a week later, I was one of the top candidates in the mayoral election, which is crazy. Like I was probably leading the pack. I'm not gonna lie. They didn't want to officially say it, but I was definitely leading the pack in the election. Like no running around, no nothing. You see the sign, you see what I'm about, you see Chick-fil-A, you already know. I wasn't playing around with this election idea.
And kind of going back to music, I was reading a bit about your music journey, and you started when you were 13. Actually, somebody wrote a diss track. Some of your friends wrote a diss track, and you wrote a diss track, and that kind of got you started. How has your music journey, impacted your life? If I could ask that question, if it has.
Did you do like some research on me or something before this? Yeah, goddamn. I was thinking because I usually need to explain that. That's actually crazy. That's the first time someone said that. It's like Nardwar interview right now. Damn, that's crazy. How'd you know that? That's crazy. I don't know. I kind of just hear a song by them and I like it, and then I try to do something like that, and then that just starts the whole creative process of doing something.
When you heard about Chick-fil-A, like that they were doing it, like what was going through your mind?
My heart was racing when I tell you. Well, I'm not gonna lie. So this is how like it all happened at the meeting, right? So I walked in, I sat down, and then Mr. Josh Morgan walked in. And then he also sat down, and we were all like, and then my friend also sat down. All of us were sitting down at this table, and he sits down. He's like, that was after I sat down. He sat down, and then he said, I'm gonna make you a very happy man today. Chick-fil-A is coming to London, and I was thinking we can do it. And he's like, yeah, we can make it happen. You can go and announce it and everything like that. And then we unsat down, and then I went and filmed the video, and yeah, it was crazy because I was thinking like when I first started doing this, I had no idea this was gonna happen. Like I had my hopes, but I did not think this was gonna happen. Like there was no way this was gonna happen in my mind. But I'm thinking, like I went from a point in the election where I'm thinking I might actually win, and I was thinking when I first started doing this, I'm like, there's no way I'd even like get like recognition for doing this. But I was on like multiple like news networks about how I'm entered the candidate race. Like, I don't even know anything about politics. If I made it, quite frankly, the economy would have crashed, and I probably would have started another war by accident. But yeah, glad I didn't win, which is yeah.
London is awesome. I tell everybody I love London. I go there all the time. I love the landmark cinemas. I love Burger Priest. I think that's what you guys have. They got some good places in London.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. London definitely needs some work. I'm not gonna lie. After you've been in London for a long time, it gets boring. Like, because there's only so much you can do. And that's why we need Chick-fil-A. That's why we need like rub and tug Chick-fil-A, everything like that. And it helps for the late nights.
Any crazy plans that you can reveal on the show? Any crazy upcoming projects, videos, things like that?
My plan goes beyond London, Ontario, beyond Canada, beyond North America, and beyond this world. Actually, no, it stays on. No, not beyond the world. I'm talking. No, okay, I mean global, as in like the world. I have some stuff planned, but I don't want to say it because I'm afraid I will jinx it.
Anything that you would like to pass on to the listeners? This is like the most important question I always ask my guests. What's one thing you want to pass on to any of the listeners listening to this point?
You can put your mind to it and actually do it. I've heard so many people say that in my life, and I'm thinking, I've been trying to do YouTube for the longest time, and I've been seeing like little amounts of growth and stuff like that. But now, like recently, I'm thinking like, I did not think I could be where I am today. Like, I just had a meetup yesterday, and there was probably like 40 people there, and I'm thinking, like, those 40 people were there because of me. And I was thinking, like, I always thought in my mind, I'm thinking, I always want to do this and I will do this. But now that it's actually somewhat happening, it's crazy. Like, just because like I'm really working hard to do this. And also, I found my most success in creating content when I was having fun making content. Like, this mayor thing did not feel like doing work, like I at all. Like, I wasn't like stressing about ideas or anything like that. I was just going around filming and stuff like that. Like, I was just filming, editing, posting, and all that stuff. It was just like a good circle. There's no bad circles, of course. But it was like a good financial, historical, I posted circle. And basically the final message is just do what you want.
Awesome. Well, Dylan, thank you so much for sharing all this stuff with our listeners. I feel like they'll benefit a lot hearing your story and hearing how you got to your point that you're at right now.